Hey everybody! So welcome. I am Rebecca and I am an elite orange presenter with Younique. And it is late, I am tired, and I'm sure you can tell. But I'm coming to you with some information that I hope is going to be very helpful for your business. So I work full-time beyond Younique. And I have to be very careful and strategize my time. It's very easy to be quickly burnt out with your business, especially if you are balancing a family and children and a full-time job. So I have two tools for you that I'm hoping that once you set up one time will be there to make life much easier for you. These tools are free, and the purpose of these tools are to help you work smarter and strategically to effectively market your business so that you are spending your time where you need to be spending your time. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. You should still be able to hear me. You're just going to see my computer screen. And I'll give you these tips. One more thing, follow me on YouTube. So just a heads up, follow me on YouTube. I am there. I would love for you to follow me. Just hit the subscribe button. I'm going to have lots of motivational tips, techniques, and more business strategies for you to follow. So just make sure you subscribe. Okay. So let's talk about Google and the power that Google has. Google has some amazing free tools that are available for you to use in your business. So first, let's go to your dashboard. So once you log into your dashboard, when you first join with Younique, you're going to find there is so much in your dashboard. And it's very easy to get overwhelmed. But I want to point out to you two very important locations in your dashboard that you may not be aware of. The first is going to be your lookbook. So when you first join with Younique, you're going to probably see all these looks and start following presenters and just overwhelmed, wondering, how do they do that? How can I come up with some looks to get my business going? What products do I need? How can I create these looks? In your dashboard, go to My Lookbook. Then what you can do is you will see that there are looks that I have personally clicked on loving, and it's locked them into my favorites. But beyond that, you can go and see additional looks. You can even submit your own looks. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone to the very bottom of my website and I've clicked on Unique Looks. What's going to happen is these are all the looks that have been submitted by Unique presenters. And the most popular looks, or the ones that have been liked or loved the most, are going to appear at the top of your page. Okay, so let's say I really like this look. I can love it so that when I go to my Younique, when I then go back to my lookbook, it will appear. So let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and love Pretty in Pink. I'm going to scroll back up. I am going to then click on my lookbook. And there's the Pretty in Pink. Now let's go one step further. I can even make them my favorite so that they appear at the top of my looked list. From the drop down, you can pick looks I've created, so you can upload your own looks, or my site looks. Once you upload a look to the Younique site, they will ask you to agree that you are allowing others to use this look. There's a small waiver that you click. Okay, so once you click the look that you like, notice we got some really cool tools here. You can pin it on Pinterest. You can share it to your Facebook wall, or you have additional social media tools that you can link to, Google Plus in addition to that. What has happened here is, though, if you look at to the right of the picture, you will see the products that are used, the colors, any notes that the presenter has uploaded to go along with the look, and the different areas. Now, you should try to use your own looks. Try to use your own pictures. But as you are first getting established, and you're working on trying to build up your products, this is a great place to go, and it's a great place to get ideas to help your customers. I send customers all the time. I tell them, go look at the unique looks. What look do you like? Let's see what you are interested in. And then I can suggest from there what products they should get. I use this a lot for makeovers also. I say, okay, pick out a day look and pick out a night look, evening look. Okay, another really important area of your back office that you may not be aware of is your site settings. So once you go to site settings, there's a couple things that you can do here. The first thing you can do is under your display name, you're going to notice that mine says Professor Lash. Now, when I originally signed up with Younique, it was my Facebook name. Okay. As my business has grown, I have been working on branding, and my business has more of an established name. So I'm trying to put this name on all of my tools. So as this happens and your business develops, you're probably going to find that you want to do the same. So one of the things that you can do is under your profile picture, you can match up your whatever title you choose, your display name can be changed. Okay. Once you change your display name, you can hit Save My Profile. Okay, it does not affect your tax reporting or anything like that. What it does, it just simply allows you to establish a consistent theme as your business grows with your business name, because it may take you a little bit of time once you started with Younique to establish your business name. There's also a location for you to put your unique story in. If you do not fill out the section that says My Unique Story, what will happen is when you go to your profile, it will have the simple generic information, there. It won't really have your story. So if you'd like to show your story, establish your story, just let your customers know, hey, this is my why. I plan on I'm saving money for paying for my daughter's dance classes every month. I'm working on saving for a family vacation. I'd like to turn this into a full-time income. Okay, so you put your unique story there. Keep it short, 3 to 4 sentences. Don't write too much, but get to the point and make sure you establish your why there. This is really important. If you scroll down further, you will see that you will find an area that says My Unique Website. And you can change your URL name. But I caution you in doing this because if you have put your business URL on your business cards, or if you've purchased a domain for your business and you are now redirecting, things are going to start breaking. If you go through and you change the URL website name, what's going to happen is that if somebody were to come to this URL that you have on your website, or excuse me, on your business card, and the URL is not the same anymore, then people can't get to your site. So be very careful, and I caution you in changing this. If you decide to change your unique website URL, please make sure that you are thinking about changing it everywhere else, changing it on your business cards, changing it on your Facebook VIP website, your Pinterest, whatever social media tools you are using. You have to make sure it matches up in all locations. The next thing I want to talk about is the analytics code. This is a hidden, powerful tool that is available to you, and it's so easy to get this set up and started. And I'm going to show you how to do that. This is what is so powerful about this analytics tool. You can track where your customers are coming from. Remember, we want to think smarter. We want to think smarter because it's very easy to get off on it's very easy to put your energy into something that is not bringing you income. And your goal is to bring yourself income and to grow your business. So we want to figure out, where is your market coming from? If you find that a majority of your customers are coming from Pinterest, you better be marketing and put Pinterest as your #1 social media site. If you find that majority of your customers are coming from Facebook, then you better concentrate your energy on Facebook. Of course, you should have establishments in all social media tools, but your energy should be most dedicated to the location and the updating in the location where the most hits are coming from to your site. And I'm going to show you how to start tracking that. So be aware that I just started this a couple days ago to test it, and I'm already seeing analytics being formed. So the very first thing you're going to notice is that there is an analytics ID code that is expected to be put in here. When you come to your site settings, it's going to look like this. And it's going to say Google Analytics ID. And it's going to be they're going to want you to enter your Google Analytics ID. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up a Google Analytics account. Okay, so the Google tools that I'm going to be showing you, you do need to have a Google account, which is a gmail.com or a Gmail account is what you need to have to use these two very powerful tools. Okay, so we're just going to go out to Google. Okay, so just go to Google, and all you have to do is type in analytics. The very first site that comes up in your search is going to be google.com analytics. This is where we want to go. When you come to the Google Analytics website, in the upper right-hand corner, you're just going to sign in. When you sign in, it's going to ask you for your Gmail account. It's completely secure. Go ahead and enter that information, and it'll get you signed in. When you get signed in, it's going to look something like this. Okay, now be aware, I have a couple sites in here already established. So my background is web development, marketing, e-commerce. So I teach for a couple different colleges and a local school district. So I've got other things in here. But you can have up to 5 functional sites that you're tracing. So if you have a blog, a beauty blog that you have going, and you want to have its own analytics coming in, you can set that up here. If you have your Pinterest site, or you have your Facebook URL and you want to track multiple places, you can. Now, Younique, whatever tool you're using though, has to be able to allow you to enter your analytics code, okay? So the tool that you are tracking has to be able to have the ability for you to enter an analytics code. Blogs often have that, WordPress.com, other tools like that have that if you have a blog established, okay? So you're probably wondering, how do I find out how many people are coming to my Facebook page and my Pinterest page then if I have to have an analytics code that I'm entering into the program? This is how you're going to do it. You're going to enter your analytics code into your Younique website, okay? So first we have to get this analytics code. So when you log in, mine is already set up, so yours is going to look a little bit different. It's going to first ask you to create a name for your site. Notice I already have 3 in here. I have Crooms, SSC, and Younique. I have 3 of my 5 allowed URLs taken. Okay, so you are going to pick a name. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you to pick a category for your URL. Okay, so step number one, it's going to say, pick your website name. And that does not matter. You can pick it whatever you want. All it does is when you log into Google Analytics, it will allow you to just break them down by title. Okay, so I called mine Younique. The next thing it's going to do is it's going to ask you to put in a category. I picked beauty and health. The reason that you do want to pick a category and not leave this blank is it helps with your search engine optimization, which means it will, Google, once you are registered with the Google Analytics, will help you on their search engine results if somebody were to search for a unique presenter with your name, right? Okay, you'll be one of the ones that appears higher on the list. So make sure you do choose beauty and health and get yourself into the registry for Google. The next thing it's going to ask you for is your URL. Now this is really, really important because you notice if I scroll over mine, it says uniqueproducts.com/Rebecca Rosario. This is the URL that I'm going to enter into the setup for Google Analytics. This has to be accurate. Notice that it says HTTPS. You do need to make sure that you choose the HTTPS, choose that before you enter the URL in of www.uniqueproducts.com and your name. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to hit OK, and it's going to give you a tracking ID. Well, what happens if you miss your tracking ID? Okay, you go through the whole process, you click something, you agree to the terms, and I don't have a tracking ID. How do I get my tracking ID back? This is what you're going to do. Just click on Admin. It's not going to let me do it because I'm under a different Gmail account. If you click under Admin, there is a link that says Tracking ID. And I'll show you where to find that again here in a second. So let's try something here. I've got 2 Google accounts. I'm trying to not get kicked out of my Google Hangouts. This is what I'm trying to do. Okay, see, this is a different one. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. If you've lost your tracking ID, you're going to click on Admin, okay? And under the account, it's going to list all of these new accounts. Okay, so you can actually have up to 100 free, not 5. Okay, so if you need to create a new account, you can do that here. Or if you already have the account set up, you're going to go to the property and look for tracking info. Under the tracking info, there is a user code. This is what we're looking for. And it's going to look something like this. You're going to copy or highlight your tracking ID, press Control-C, Control-C. You're going to go back to your Younique website, and you are just going to press Control-V or paste by right-clicking your analytics code into the analytics ID box, and then press Save My Profile, and voila, it has been set up. Once you've entered your analytics code, it could take up to 24 to 48 hours for you to start seeing data in your analytics. Now, I do want to set up and show you how you do set up a new account. Okay, so you can click on create a new account, and this window pops up. And this is where I was talking about that you can create an account name. So let's say here, I'm going to put Professor Lash, that's my business name. Actually, your account name is going to be what shows for your categories. So I would probably be better by just calling this Younique. My website name is going to be, this is going to link directly to my Younique website. So I'm just going to call it Younique website. And then here we need to put the URL in. Make sure you choose HTTPS. And then here what you're going to do is I just go back over to my website and I am just going to highlight everything that includes my name. If you aren't for sure, you can always go back and click on your icon, your profile, and it will take you back to your homepage. Okay. Now here where it says industry or category, this is where you want to pick beauty and fitness, beauty and health. Okay. Time zone is also very, very important so that you can get the most accurate data. I do suggest that you put data sharing settings in here because this will give you better results and more accurate results. And then you pick get tracking ID. Where's my code? Here's my code. So I get my code and then I come back over to my Younique site, scroll down to the analytics code and save my profile and it's done. And then again in 24 to 48 hours, it would be saved. Okay, so now what happens? If I have my Google Analytics website established, how can I start to analyze my data to effectively market my business? Because that's what we're really looking for, right? Is once we have this set up one time, you don't have to do it again, okay? It will stay there. So you're going to see here is my Younique ordering site, and I can go here and I can select all my data. Okay, so if I click on home, I'm going to get back to my screen with all my websites. And then I'm going to just simply click on Younique ordering site, all my website data. And what I've done is I can go in here and I can start to track and see where people are coming from. And it looks like, yep, it's going to make me, I got to go back and log in again. Okay, so under the Younique site, you're going to see I have this information here, right? And I have lash out, right? I have my website data, and I can check and see what all this data means. Okay, so let me go through and talk about what's so important here. Now, you, of course, can spend a lot of time looking through your reports here and the analytics. Be reminded that this is going to take 24 to 48 hours before you actually see any data. So even coming back and refreshing it is not going to help it. You're going to have to wait a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about some very important things here. As a business owner, you want to find out where people are coming from to your website. Are they coming from Pinterest? Are they coming from Facebook? What social media tool are they using? What countries are they coming from? What languages are they using? So there are really some really cool tools that you can check here. The first that I want to show you is your audience. So under audience, you can click on demographics and you can see overview. You can see gender. You can see age. But what I really like is geo. and location. Okay, so you can see out of 272 visits to my website, 99 are from US, China's 14, Germany's 12, Brazil's 9, Japan 9, Spain 8, Canada 5, Italy 5, and Russia 5. Okay. And I have 37 rows. I have people visiting my site from South Korea, Finland, France, Hong Kong, etc., Australia, down to Greece, Indonesia. You guys can see it here, you know. So, and it even tells me how many people have come to my website from that country. It tells me the bounce rate. It tells me how long they stayed at the website, etc. Another thing that's really neat is the language. You can check to see what languages. So this helps because it allows me to make sure I'm picking the right language for my websites, that I am, especially if I'm trying to target one of our opening and new markets, let's say France. You can check to see if people from France are coming to your site, you know. Okay, you can even check and see what they're clicking on, et cetera, et cetera. One of the ones I really like is a user's flow. So if you click on user's flow, you can see where they are going throughout your website. So you can kind of, again, it's very interactive, so you can click and see lots of things. Now let's talk about acquisition. Now, why is this important? I want to know where people are coming from, right? So if you click on overview, this is where you go to figure out where people are coming from to get to your site. So I have 267 referral links. So if I click on the referral, I have a lot of sites, and you guys may be surprised at this, a lot of sites of people that have tried to redirect to my site. Okay, a lot of these are search engine people too. Let's see, search engine optimization. You know, you can even set this up if you choose. I don't have mine set up. But what we really want to look at is the social. There we go, social. Okay, so under social, you can see things like what social media sites. Now, again, you guys got to remember mine is linking to a different site right now. It's actually linking to my blogging site so that I can share this with you in Google Hangouts. But for you, after about 48 hours, you would want to go to your Google Analytics acquisition, down to social, and click on overview. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to see where people are coming from. Okay, and that's it. That's it. You can even see things like, one of the things that I just think is really neat is I like looking at the location. You know, so if I click United States, I get 21 people coming from New York, 9 from California, 8 from Texas. I'm actually in Florida, so that's surprising. That's a small amount. But I can see how long they've stayed on my website. I can see new users. I can see if they've returned, etc. Again, language, browser, operating system. You can see most users are Chrome user, Firefox, Internet Explorer. I can even go down to mobile and see how many of these people out of the 272 were mobile users. $14 mobile users, 258 desktop users. Now, under the geo and the location, you can change the view if you choose. You can check the city. You can see where the majority of people are coming from. Now, some of these things you do need to have AdSense checked and they won't work. But here, and this is it. This is how you do this. So if you find that a majority of your customers are coming from Facebook, then that should be where you're spending your time. If you find a majority of customers are coming from your Pinterest site, that's where you should be spending your time. Okay, so this is the first tool, which is Google Analytics, that I'm trying to share with you that will help you work smarter and more strategically as you're marketing your business online. You can even check things like the time that customers are coming to your website. Because if you notice that they're coming at a specific time, then this should be the time that you're launching your new products. If you find out that most customers are coming to your website on the weekend, then this would be the time that you're wanting to do the most sales with your social media sites. You're wanting to be online the most. So it really allows you to work smart online with the time that you have to figure out what's going to be best for your market. Everybody's market is going to be different. Okay, so this is the first of the two tools. I'm going to start another recording that will tell you information about the second tool that will help you leverage your business and think smart and strategic. And thank you guys for joining me. Again, follow me and I will continue to get you great information.